One of the most fun ways to share your finished movies is to send them to a website like YouTube or Vimeo or Facebook. In a matter of minutes, your movie's out there for the whole world to see. Now, Vegas includes a number of ways for creating videos for the web, including a tool for loading your video directly to YouTube. And I want to show you that first, and then we'll talk about creating videos specifically for web purposes, because the process is very different depending on whether you're sending them to a site like YouTube, Vimeo, or Facebook, or whether you're creating video that you're going to use on a web page. Very, very different process. And I'll show you that. Now, there's a very nice tool under the File menu here for upload your video to YouTube. And when you select that, the program will do the thinking for you. You simply name your file, or you put in your own username and password, and you name your file, add a description, you select categories for it, you add tags, of course, to it, and you decide whether it's something you want to make available to the public or by invitation only. Of course, there's the option on here to render the loop region only if you've selected a loop region on your timeline. So this is a tool that's built right into the program so you can load your video directly to YouTube. In most cases, though, you're probably going to want to create your own video and put it up there. And in fact, even if you're going to send it to YouTube, a lot of times you get better results if you create your own. Now, I'm going to show you how to create video to send to YouTube or Vimeo or Facebook first. And then I want to show you how to create video if you're going to load it up to your website, because the process is a little bit different. So under the File menu, we choose Render As. My recommendation for video that you're sending to YouTube or Facebook or Vimeo is that you use the main concept AVC options, and they're right here. AVC, these create MP4s, as indicated right here. And there are options right here listed under Internet, depending on whether you want to send up a high-definition file, which would be a 1080p or a 720p file, or whether you want to send up a 480p file, which is, standard definition, or even a 360p widescreen file, which is a smaller standard definition file. And then there are, of course, the 480p files and 360 files if you're going to send a 4x3 up there, if you're still shooting in mini DV in standard 4x3 resolutions. So these are presets. They're very, very nice. They will create a very clean-looking MP4. You load them up. Don't worry about these sites. The challenge with these sites is that they re-encode your files. When you put them up to Vimeo or YouTube or Facebook, what shows is not what you put up there. So these will create the ideal files for these websites to re-encode and post to their sites, and you'll get the highest quality possible. Very, very nice. If you are creating files for the web, you're creating them for your website, you have another challenge, which is that you want to optimize your file. The files, like I say, they're going up to a lot of these video websites like YouTube, are being re-encoded by the site so that they're optimized once you send them up there. But if you are working on your own website and you want to create files specifically for your own website, you will need to create an optimal file on your own. And you can do that. The two most common are, of course, QuickTime right here. And QuickTime is great. It'll give you real high quality displays when you put them on your website. And the only challenge is some people on PCs still have not loaded the QuickTime player, unfortunately. So some of them are a little challenged. The other option is to go with a WMV or Windows Media file right here. And the same sort of issue, which is that although 80 to 90% of the world is on PCs and they will have the media player built into their computer, people on Macs sometimes have to load additional software to be able to see a WMV. But if you're loading video for use on the internet, you probably would like to use this right here, the 512 kilobytes per second video. This is a streaming video, and it is a low quality video, but it is one that you can be sure is going to stream over the internet. Likewise, QuickTime also has a low quality in here. You can use the 512 kilobytes for that also. And sometimes, like I say, you get better results. If you use a QuickTime file, the challenge is that if somebody doesn't have QuickTime on their computer, they won't be able to see it. So if you're creating your own website, what you put up there is what the world is going to see. That's unlike YouTube, Facebook, and Vimeo, which will take whatever video you put up there and convert it to an FLV file that anybody can watch. So whether you're creating videos for your website or uploading them to file sharing sites like YouTube or Video, Vegas has nice preset render options available so you can optimize them to pretty much any use. If you're creating video for your personal website, you do need to consider the streaming bitrate and the size of the file. So you may want to use a more optimized QuickTime or WMV file if you're doing that. But if you're using one of those popular video sharing sites like YouTube, Facebook, or Vimeo, you simply provide them a good, high-quality MP4, and you'll get the best possible results with your video online.